Okay, so firstly, thank you to everybody who's subscribed to the channel. 1,000 subscribers is quite a milestone for the channel. Thank you for everybody who has bothered to contribute to it, either in the comment section or by subscribing or by the many conversations I've had over the years with the channel. When I first started the channel, I never really bothered about it a whole lot, to be honest. It was really just for me a means to document what it was that I was doing. I would take the camera out with me and I would film like a wild edible or something, and I would talk to myself basically about it as if I was somebody being told about it. And then I would take screenshots from it later on and write it up in a notebook. And that's how the channel started off. And then once I got a few subscribers, I thought, okay, I'll post some of the camping trips and outings and things that I go on with my friends, because that might be of interest. I'm a big YouTube consumer. I watch a lot of people's content. I spend a lot of time on YouTube. I don't watch TV, I only really watch YouTube or read books. And so I think 1,000 subscribers has really started to tell me that maybe I should spend a little bit more time taking the channel a bit more seriously, or not doing anything with it at all. I've decided I am going to do something with it, because 1,000 people have now took the time to sort of subscribe to the channel, and hopefully more people will subscribe to it in the future if I increase the content and the quality of the content. So up until this point, really, the channel has really just been about me filming the occasional camping trip that I would go on, or doing the occasional sort of skill or activity, and not a lot of focus was put on actually making a video or going on the trip to make a video. It was always just the case that I either would or even sometimes wouldn't take a camera with me on a trip, and I would film a few things here or there with the intention of maybe I can put something together and put it into some sort of video format, which is why I post very little videos. One, because I don't film everything I do. Two, because I don't spend the time that I should thinking about what it is I'm filming. And so when it comes to actually trying to edit something together that's watchable or enjoyable, I'm usually not left with very much, even though I've went to some incredibly nice places or been doing something particularly interesting. So with all that in mind, and thinking about the channel over the past couple of weeks as I approach the 1,000 subscriber mark, I've decided to sort of increase the content and the quality of the video footage. Now what I'm going to do by that, firstly, I'm just going to invest in better cameras and spend a lot more time actually thinking about the composition of what I'm doing, what I'm filming, why I'm filming it, is there a bit of a story to it, make it a little bit more educational, a bit more interesting to watch. I'll add a lot more shorter content videos as well. I think something I was reluctant to do at the beginning was any kind of product reviews or talk about particular items in a great deal of detail, because I've seen that as a type of commercial type thing, and I wasn't interested in that. But I watch a lot of those videos. A lot of the questions that come to me on the YouTube are about equipment or products or gear or whatever, and a lot of the questions I ask other YouTubers is around gear and equipment and things like that as well. So I'll add some of that in there as well, because it's interesting. I find it interesting. I think most people do find it interesting. I watch a lot of big YouTube channels like the likes of Canadian Pepper and stuff, and what I see the likes of him doing is actually just having a discussion about what it is he's about and his philosophies and things like that. And I think that's a good and interesting thing to do as well, particularly around what I consider to be survivalism. I consider survivalism to be different from prepping or bushcraft or camping or hiking or any of these kinds of things. To me, survivalism is all-encompassing of all of these things, and it's about looking at the world in a very particular way. You're not quite as... You're not preparing the way a prepper does by hoarding sort of food and equipment, but you're also not super paranoid to the point where you're always thinking somebody's out to get you, or you should, walk down the lane a particular way in order to avoid CCTV. So I think I'll also, in addition to the shorter videos and maybe some of the conversation videos, add mini-series videos which will be focused about particular topics, whether it be primitive survival in the wilderness, urban survival, around transportation, threat levels, home security, all these kinds of things. These are all things that are everyday survival, and I think they're interesting to talk about and to research and practice every day. I think the longer videos that I post in the future will be around places that I go with different or interesting environments. Recently I did the video where I was in Switzerland and one where I was in Poland, and people respond well to those kinds of videos, I find, because they're interesting. And I think I plan on going a lot further afield to different environments, tropical environments, desert type environments, extremely cold environments. I'm from the UK, so these kinds of environments are what will predominantly make up the majority of my content, but I think at least a couple of times a year I would like to sort of get something completely different in there, because I think that's interesting. I'm also considering throwing in some hunting and fishing videos. I do a little bit of hunting, deer hunting, small game hunting. I do some fishing. These are videos that I haven't posted much or anything about really, because I tended to think that those kinds of videos were based for other kinds of channels, hunting related channels or fishing related channels, but they are actually just all the same sort of thing. So if that's something that you guys would be interested in seeing, drop me a comment below and tell me if that's something you would be interested in seeing. I should make a point of saying though that when I talk about hunting videos, what I'm really talking about is the preparation for the hunting, what it is I'm hunting, game preparation, things like that. It wouldn't be videos of me shooting animals, because I don't really see the point of videos like that. Hunting for me is 99% about the activity itself and the resource that you get from the animal, and 1% about pulling that trigger. Okay, so I'd be very interested to hear what you guys think about this. Is there a particular direction you would like me to go with the channel? Particular subject matter you would like me to do more of, or talk about more of? Is there something in my videos that you just don't think is very good and I should stop doing that? Anything at all, let me know in the comment section. And hopefully between ourselves we can make a channel that's a little bit different to most of the other YouTube channels that are going around just now that are outdoor related. Okay, thanks guys. Drop me a message and let me know.